For more content like this, log on to gibbopresents.com.
I know you are a big consumer of audio, whether that be sound clash or dance. Is there anything you have heard recently which you particularly enjoyed?
Yeah, I try, by the way. I try. There's so much audio out there. I try. But Tony Matterhorn and Filings at the juggling clash, where we're supposed to be Matterhorn on Addies and Links on Bodyguard. And Johnny couldn't make it, but definitely was still one of the best, most entertaining pieces of audio I have. And I think it's because they gave us a glimpse into, they gave us like a behind the scenes look at how they are when they're off stage. They gave us that on stage. It was extremely funny. One would say, yo, when you did this, I got so bad-minded. I got so angry. I hated you so much that I did this. You know, and then they go back and forth and explain the journey, the musical journey that the two of them have taken. And it's such a piece of audio for anyone who's into the history of how these things work, man. And the competitiveness of Sound Clash and the competitiveness and creativity of these two particular people, Tony Matterhorn and Filings. You know, we haven't had anything like that since. And of course, there's many reasons why. But for sure, that audio, if you are, you know, over 30 years old, that audio, it reminds you so much about the last probably 20 years, or 25 years, now I think about it, of dancehall. And it's such a good frame around the careers of these two people. It's a great moment, a great moment in dancehall. So that's my favorite audio that I'm listening to recently.
You told me recently, you said, Gibbo, I love European clashes, but you didn't go into any more detail. Explain why. Because
they play a different song. And I think I appreciate the fact that the European crowd listens to a completely different set of dancehall and reggae. And, you know what else reminds me of Europe as far as just different? Trinidad. I love listening to clashes in Trinidad. Any clash in Trinidad, I probably will actually download and make sure I listen to it a few times. They had a clash at Rum Bar in Trinidad with Zodiac and Execution Sound and I think Acid. I've been to that place a million times and I can't remember the name of it. But they listen to a completely different set of dancehall and reggae, and I love it. You know, anytime you can go into a clash and Desiree can get a forward, when Desiree or Midnight can get a big forward in a clash, that's my kind of clash. And usually the New York and American or North American clashes, they don't have that kind of thing. It's really the same. It's really the same songs, maybe cut on different rhythms, or it's maybe the same energy a lot. You can ask anyone who's juggled over there, like my brethren Kingshine, Jimmy Spliff just juggled over there, and he can tell you, they'll play a General Degree that will get the biggest forward because they love General Degree. They love Assassin. They love just a different set of artists will get a bigger forward than on my side of the planet. So I really enjoy listening to what they do because they do a lot of creative stuff and they just do different stuff. And so that's why I enjoy European clashes so much.
Before we finish, is there anything clash related or otherwise you'd like to mention or anyone you want to big up?
I do want to say that I really enjoy what's happening right now with clashes as far as the maybe more acceptance of microwave clashes as being good entertainment, as well as the juggling sounds like Platinum Kids. You know, congratulations to them for winning US Rumble. And I mean, it's just a great time because, again, I feel like not just me, but a lot of people were at the forefront of pushing this kind of entertainment. When I did Guinness Sounds of Greatness 6 years ago, something like that, I just remember the hate that we used to get for that kind of a show. And everybody used to be so angry at us and be like, yo, 10-minute rounds, fuck with that. You know, rounds that have a particular topic like who can play the best. Gregory Isaacs, fuck with that. Why? And now to see that that's much more accepted, and many of the people that used to say it was fuckery are saying, yo, it's actually fun. It's actually fun to challenge the selectors and see what they can do with a particular topic. And seeing, everybody get into it on some level. In my opinion, Irish and Chin have been the ones who really have anchored original Clash style for a very long time. I mean, they've done a lot of experimental stuff as well, but they've always kept it closest to the root. And when Platinum Kids went on their stage, their phone lines went crazy with people being like, yo, fuck with that, eat that thing. This is the worst Clash ever. I'm not going. This is going to be stupid. And then, Platinum Kids delivering entertainment, high levels of entertainment. Listen to the audio right now. High levels they were confident. When them step out, I mean, that was just a great showing for them. Shout out to them. And I think that opens up the door for a lot of other selectors who might not have a huge dub box, but are able to perform well on a stage if put in a Clash situation. And I mean, we were doing it with like Little Richie, Boom Boom, and a lot of those guys. And now it kind of opens itself up to the American market now, where hopefully a lot more of this will happen, where more sounds that usually them not really clash, but them vice song, but they want to clash, but them know so them are going to go against one of the heavier sounds, so them in a sense, they'll get into it. I mean, Black Chiney was that. Black Chiney, for most part, is that. Black Chiney's not a sound that, should really be clashing one-on-one clashes. But, we have. But I don't think that that's our strong point. Microwave clashes now that are more entertaining, those are the ones that I think are the strongest ones for like a Black Chiney. And, I mean, look at Jamrock Cruise. That's something that at first I saw a lot of people being like, yo, EDAP clashes. But now I think most people are like, yo, that's entertaining. It's actually pretty fun. And if you don't hold the weight of it as much as like a one-on-one clash, that's cool. And I agree with that, actually. If a one-on-one clash happens and a sound beats another sound one-on-one, that's way heavier. That's an hour worth of juggling each, and then half hour, and then 15, versus every sound play 10 minutes. But every sound play 10 minutes clashes are still good clashes, good entertainment, and people like them. So Jamrock Cruise is a great example. Big up to the Marleys for what they're doing with Jamrock Cruise. I want to see Black Chiney versus Mighty Crown at the next Jamrock Cruise. What's up? I think that would actually be a great place for Black Chiney. I think that kind of an audience, that kind of entertainment, that kind of like fully loaded style entertainment. I'm going to say it right now. You know what I want to see for the next Jamrock Cruise? I want to see the foremost successful sounds in the business clash on that stage. I think that would be awesome. And I mean, no disrespect to any of the sounds when I say that, by the way, because I'm going to name what I consider the most successful sounds to have ever done it in the industry. Mighty Crown, Black Chiney, Massive B, Stone Love. I think that should be the clash for the next Jamrock Cruise. And that should be, and it wouldn't work. I don't think it would work out in a different arena. But in that little microwave arena, these sounds, I think, would entertain on an extremely high level. All four of them. I think that would just be, every song I would chop and deal with the place wicked. And I'm definitely down to help facilitate making that happen. So I think that would be a great clash for something like a Jamrock Cruise. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'll be able to make it to the Jamrock Cruise because I actually do my own cruise at the same time. But, I could definitely help make that happen, man. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing that we're doing with fun and clash together. And, shout out to Irish and Chin for putting Platinum Kids on the stage. And all the promoters, Andrew, Tech Nine, everyone who's coming up with creative ways to keep Clash alive and to keep it entertaining.
Walshy, thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule. Great to catch up as always.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, man. Africa is the future. Also, go get my Haitian Hurricane Relief hats at 8and9clothing.com, all right? Big up. This was the second run of them. The first run sold out. Haiti, we love you. Respect every time. Much love, Gibbo. Big up yourself, rude boy.
Gibbo presents